Hello there, I'm Lily, and I am gonna be honest with you, I feel like a fraud publishing a devlog, but even though I had absolutely no experience creating games, I started a course to learn the basics of coding. And I did a few very, very basic projects to get the feel for the program, and then I got bored. Not with creating something, but with following the step-by-step tutorials. I had multiple ideas for games I desperately wanted to create. I wanted to see them take shape not only in my mind, it just seemed exciting to me. One potentially very basic and goofy rage bait game, one beautiful exploring game, one insanely huge story-based RPG with countless side quests and NPCs that anyone would love. But somehow, I managed to pull the brakes and decided to be kind to myself and start with something I had already tried during the course, a 2D platformer. It's ironic, really, because I don't like platform games, and I almost never play them, but I'm thinking maybe that could give me the ability to take a more unique route when it comes to giving this game its soul in the future. One of the first things I did was to make a sketch of the entire map, so enjoy this monstrosity. It's probably hard to imagine, but it all makes sense to me, I promise. Yeah, the start was disturbing, to say the least, but it did give me a base to start building on. And I did my best, added more and more every day. My first real challenge with the coding was that I wanted to have my player morph between 3 completely different versions, all with their own setup of stats. But I had no idea how to do this. But I tried. Like a toddler struggling on those first little steps, I struggled to solve this issue. I read and I watched videos and I tried combining all the information I could find into something that could actually work. And yes, I did manage to create the different versions and code it so that I could swap between them. It was a huge win. I felt like I was really getting somewhere close to what I had imagined. But I couldn't quite solve it. There was one big step that I couldn't quite get over. Because when I swapped from one version to another, they had 3 individually saved positions on the map. So they would never just swap from one version to the other and have the same position. 22 hours into the project, I asked my first very dumb question on the forum, hoping that some all-knowing nerd somewhere would give me a magic line of code that would solve my issue. Instead, what I got was a whole lot of confusion as these guys tried to decipher what I had done. Embarrassment as I struggled to answer their questions simply because at times I didn't even understand what they were asking me. And in the end, a feeling of complete helplessness and even tears as they explained that I need to remove almost all the code I had done and start again from the very beginning. What a defeat. But looking back, I'm very grateful to these guys who tried so much to help and explain. And I'm also thankful that I learned something important pretty early in the project. But at the time, as I was sitting there, I felt like this project was an impossible task, one that I would never complete or even move forward with. I removed the code in question and took a break. Listening to the wise words of my biggest support, I realized that, well, of course I can't make things perfect on the first try. I'm a freaking coding noob, and absolutely not a game developer, at least not yet. So I went back to the drawing board and started building the code up again. This time with a different approach, but the goal was the same. And suddenly I pressed number 2 on the keyboard and just gasped. I sat there, staring at the screen, completely in disbelief, but it had happened. I had fixed the code, it worked. And from that moment, I've only continued pushing myself, trying to solve issues or add things to the game one baby step at a time. I'll be completely honest with you. My goal is to finish developing this game, really making it my own with a unique story and a nice design, and eventually publish it so others can play it too. But I am completely new to this, so I have no idea where I will actually end up on this journey. I'm just strapping in, enjoying the ride, and offering you to do the same. I've created a Discord server where I'll post updates and where you can be a part of this journey too, if you'd like. There's a link in the description, as long as I didn't forget to add it, and I hope that you will tag along for this. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye!